if the man Bishop Oyedepo was a mechanic, trust me, he would have been a mechanic that other mechanic will come and understudy. If the man Bishop David Oyedepo was a classroom teacher, he would have been a classroom teacher that other classroom teacher want to be like. If the man Bishop David Oyedepo was a politician, he would have been a politician that other politicians would want to come and understudy. I was thinking, what if the man Bishop David Oyedepo was a mechanic? You know, over the years, we've had so many people come up with their own opinion about him. Everybody want to say something about him. Is this, is that? Yes. Me, I want to come up with my own opinion this time, and I'm titling it, What If the Man Bishop Oyedepo Was a Mechanic? From my own opinion, I want to put it categorically to you, that if the man Bishop Oyedepo was a mechanic, trust me, he would have been a mechanic that other mechanic will come and understudy. If the man Bishop David Oyedepo was a classroom teacher, he would have been a classroom teacher that other classroom teachers want to be like. If the man Bishop David Oyedepo was a politician, he would have been a politician that other politicians would want to come and understudy. How did I know this? Few steps following this man, I realized one thing in this man's life: strategic work. Yes, the man is addicted to work. Now you say, is he the only one that work? What are the people that take ground? Don't they work? Say it is grace. Several people are more engraced than that man. We have many people wallowing in obscurity that ordinarily are more anointed than him. What had given that man a niche is the fact that he is a workaholic. Yes. He doesn't joke with work. Anything he sets his hand and eyes and vision to do, he gives it the best pursuit. I was reading one of his books lately, and I saw where he wrote about a student that is spiritual, a student that is born again, a student that is God-fearing, loves God so much, and he was in the high school. All he did with his time was pray, study the Bible, fast, worship, pray, study the Bible, fast, forgetting his academic materials. And Bishop went further to say, trust me, after exam, that guy will come out the most fantastic and most beautiful failure. Yes, because textbook prayer and fasting is not what you will write in your exams. That is what has made this man outstanding. And what made me to do this video is because of the petty chat I had with one of my relatives that just graduated from Covenant University. The man said, while in school, he discovered that almost 60% of the students in Covenant, Bishop Oyedepo knows them by name. I said, what? That's something else. He knows them by name. Then he went further to say, after graduation, we were expecting him to come back because he has rounded up. After graduation, we were expecting him to come back. He didn't come back at the time we were expecting him to. Then when he came back, we got talking. And he said, bros, we finished exam, yes, we did project. He said, but there is this course that we must do. It is centered on character. He said that course will run for 2 straight weeks. They are hitting you on the subject of character. Then why I'm doing this video is what he told me Bishop does. He said Bishop takes them one hour every day for that 2 weeks on that class. One hour every day for 2 weeks on that very course. Now he said as Covenant is graduating, Landmark is also graduating. So he comes to Landmark. As soon as he finishes teaching from Landmark, he's on the helicopter down to Covenant, teach every day on the both universities. Now this young man was so outstanding that when he came for IT, I was watching him, he didn't know. The guy was so organized to the point that he almost want to stock in his shirt from the room to parlor. No, he doesn't go out now without towing in. No matter, even you are sending him to the next store to go and pick something, he comes out, wear his chinos, his jeans, anything is tore in. He tore in, looking sharp. And he said, that is how we are trained in Covenant University. No wonder the school has made it up to the world best 1,000 university. It's only 3 universities that made it in Nigeria. I think UI, Unilag, and Covenant. Then in Africa is the 10th best university in Africa. So this is a man that when he touches dust, he becomes gold. And we say, why? We say, bros, the secret of it all is work. The secret of it all is work. What is that your vision? What is that thing you think you want to attain? What is that thing you feel God is the one that called you to do? Have you given it enough time? Have you given it work? Have you pushed strategic work? It's not mumu work or lulu modede work. Strategic work, and that guy is a strategist. Somebody told me this story. He said when they were constructing Covenant University, he said there was this job that needed to be done inside the auditorium. Then there's this thing they needed to take inside the auditorium. It was on a truck. Now they've built the lintel. Now the truck could not pass because of its height. And the gap was not much. And those guys were there on that stuff for hours, trying to see how they can get that stuff inside. And the machine was so heavy that they can't lift it. And somehow Bishop finds his way to the place. And then what's happening here? And the man, they say, look, we need to use this thing inside. And then there's no way it can go in. We can't lift this material. And Bishop just looked at the whole thing. He said, look at the distance at which this thing is meeting the wall. It's a very simple thing. Deflate the tire of the truck. And they deflated the tire. And the thing drove in. They got inside. They pumped the tire back. That is a strategist. Then imagine a man with that kind of mentality is not lazy. He's putting in work. There is no way he will fail. If that guy wasn't a pastor, anything he has set his hand to do, this man will succeed. His attitude to work, it cannot permit him to fail. Failure cannot come near him. I said the guy is a bulldozer when it comes to work. I remember when he was to preach in Dunamis, one of those conventions, we're in church expecting Daddy to come. 6 o'clock, he was not here. At around 5:30 to even 7, he was not here. It was around 7:30 or so that we heard that he was leaving Covenant, workload. And then he was leaving Canaan land. And he landed. He preached. And up he goes to continue with work. Those are men that their schedule all round the clock is busy. They don't have any time for laxity. No extra time. In fact, those men, they want God to add extra time to the 24 hours so that it can permit them time to work. If any time you want to admire Bishop David Oyedepo, admire work. Anytime you want to see him as somebody that has succeeded, see someone that has given in work. See thou a man diligent in his work. Diligent in his work. Pay diligent to do your work. You are not where you are because others are placed in a more advantageous position than you. Wherever you are, you can turn it around with hard work, strategic hard work. We'll be sharing the type of story, or very soon we'll be talking about it the way we are talking about Bishop David Oyedepo. That's the message I brought today. I hope it makes sense to somebody. Thank you.